Finding slope-intercept form of a line. So here we have a question to find slope and y-intercept of this equation. 3x plus y minus 5 equals to 0. Every time you are given an equation and you need to find slope and y-intercept, just solve for y to get it in slope-intercept form of a line. So we have 3x plus y minus 5 equals to 0. We need to solve for this y, and let's undo negative 5 by adding 5 to both sides. So now we have 3x plus y equals to, I'm going to leave a little bit of space here because I need variables to come first to match this equation. We have plus 5. Now we are still solving for y. This is positive 3x. The additive inverse would be negative 3x. Whatever you do to one side, you're going to do the same thing to the other side of the equal sign. So now you have this adds up to 0. We have y equals to negative 3x plus 5. Now we can answer this question. So we have negative 3 is our slope, and y-intercept always happens when x is equal to 0, and this is our number, positive 5. If you're not sure about your y-intercept, you can always plug in x equals to 0 into the equation and solve for y, and you should end up with this point, no problem. So let's do more of similar examples. Here we have 3x minus 7y equals to 21. So we want to solve for y, and we have 3x, I'm going to leave some space for solving, equals to, this is a positive 21. So I'm going to write down the sign because y-intercept is just a plain number and it comes at the end. I just want to stay consistent with this, y equals to mx plus b. So the first thing we're going to undo is addition. This is positive 3x and this is multiplying by negative 7. Additive inverse of positive 3x would be minus 3x. Whatever you do to one side, you want to do the same thing to the other side of the equal sign. This adds up to 0. Now we have negative 7y equals to negative 3x plus 21. Now you want to undo this multiplying by negative 7y. You can divide both sides of the equation by negative 7, or just like getting rid of fractions, and when we multiply each term by the same number, we are going to divide each term by the same number, just so our result will look like this. So negative divided by negative, we get positive y equals to negative divided by negative, positive 3 out of 7, x positive divided by a negative, negative 3. So we have whatever is multiplying x is our slope, which is 3 out of 7, and y-intercept is a point that has x coordinate being 0, and y is negative 3. Find slope and y-intercept of 4x plus 3y equals to 9. I'm just going to rewrite this equation with some room for solving. We have 4x plus 3y equals to, that's a positive 9, so plus 9. My goal is to have it in the form of y equals to mx plus b. This is why I want to have this sign written down. Now we are still solving for y, so we want to do additive inverse of 4x, which is minus 4x. Minus 4x. This adds up to 0. And we have 3y equals to negative 4x plus 9. We want to undo multiplying by 3 by dividing by 3. Whatever you do to one term, you want to do the same to all terms. So let's simplify. This cancels into 1y equals to negative 4 out of 3x. 9 divided by 3 plus 3. This is our slope, which is negative 4 out of 3. Y-intercept is x is 0, y is 3. This number at the end. Find slope and y-intercept of 7x minus 4y equals to 8. I just need a little bit of room for solving, so we have 7x minus 4y equals to, this is a positive, plus 8. We want to undo this addition first, so we minus 7x minus 7x. This adds up to 0. We have negative 4y equals to negative 7x plus 8. Let's undo negative 4 by dividing each term by negative 4. So we get y equals to negative divided by negative, positive 7 out of 4, x, positive divided by negative, minus 2. Slope is 7 out of 4. Y-intercept is x is 0, always, minus 2 for y. Write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. So now we have to go backwards, and by now you should know y equals to mx plus b. All you have to do is just substitute values for m and b. So we have y equals to x plus, and our slope was 3 out of 5, and y-intercept was 3. So y equals to 3 out of 5x plus 3. And this is our solution. Given m equals to negative 5 out of 4, y-intercept negative 3 out of 4, write equation of a line. And it's still the same equation of y equals to mx plus b. So we just want to rewrite this with substitution parentheses. And m is negative 5 out of 4. Y-intercept is negative 3 out of 4. So we get y equals to negative 5 out of 4 of x. Positive times negative, minus 3 out of 4. And this is our solution. Write the equation of a line with the slope negative 4. And slope is the same as m equals to negative 4. And y-intercept of a half. Same equation, y equals to mx plus b. So we write this with the parentheses for substitution. We plug in negative 4 instead of m and a half instead of b. And this whole thing will simplify into y equals to negative 4x plus a half. And this is our solution. That's all.